Thanksgiving is a time of year when people sit in reflection upon wonderful memories of days gone by. It is a time of rejoicing, of celebration, of reestablishing the bonds of friendship and family. It is the pinnacle of our autumnal consciousness. But it is also a time when the specters and phantoms of the past emerge to dance as vague shadows along the stones of the amber-lit hearth, to flit as tattered shades through the dark, crisp November air. The Shadowland radio show presents A Haunted Thanksgiving. The Hotel Del Coronado in San Diego is one of the most beautiful hotels in the world, and some say the most haunted. The ghost story that has long been attached to the hotel is unique in that it's one of the only Thanksgiving ghost stories ever told. It involves a young woman named Kate Morgan who checked into the hotel on Thanksgiving Day, 1892, and never checked out. When the Hotel Del Coronado opened in 1888, it was the largest resort hotel in the world. In the mid-1880s, the San Diego area was in the middle of a real estate boom. To draw people to the area, several wealthy businessmen went in together and built the Hotel Del Coronado. The popularity of the hotel was established before the 1920s. It already had hosted Presidents Harrison, McKinley, Taft, and Wilson. The hotel went on to host Presidents Franklin D. Roosevelt, Dwight D. Eisenhower, John F. Kennedy, Lyndon B. Johnson, Richard Nixon, Gerald Ford, Jimmy Carter, Reagan, Bush, Bill Clinton, George W. Bush, and Barack Obama. By the 1920s, Hollywood stars and starlets discovered that the Del was the in place to stay. Many celebrities made their way south to party during the era of Prohibition and used the Hotel Del as their personal playground. Tom Mix, Rudolph Valentino, Charlie Chaplin, and Ramon Navarro were a few of the many actors who stayed at the hotel during weekend getaways. Other notables have included Marilyn Monroe, Thomas Edison, L. Frank Baum, Vincent Price, Babe Ruth, and many others. During World War II, the hotel was used to house Navy pilots and the families of officers. By the end of the war, the neglected hotel had started to age, and while millions were spent to refurbish it, a new owner in 1963 planned to tear it down. However, he changed his mind and remodeled and expanded it instead. It remains today as one of the most beautiful resorts on the West Coast, and one with several ghosts. The hotel's hauntings include the ghosts of a little boy and girl, a former hotel caretaker seen in the dining room, and a Victorian woman who has been seen dancing in the ballroom. But there are none as famous as the ghost of Kate Morgan. Kate Morgan, a pretty woman in her mid-20s, checked into the Hotel Del Coronado alone on Thursday, November 24th, 1892. During her stay, hotel employees, many of whom had frequent interactions with Kate, reported that she appeared ill and very unhappy. She'd also told quite a few employees that she was waiting for her brother, who she said was a doctor, to join her, but he never showed up. 5 days after she checked in, Kate was found dead on an exterior staircase leading to the beach. She had a gunshot wound to her head, which the San Diego County coroner later determined was self-inflicted. A search of her hotel room revealed no personal belongings. In fact, there was nothing to identify the, quote, beautiful stranger, except the name she used when she registered, Lottie A. Bernard from Detroit. After her death, police sent a sketch of Kate's face and information about her death to newspapers and police stations around the country in the hopes that someone could shed light on the dark mystery surrounding the suicide of the unknown girl at the Coronado Hotel. Eventually, Lottie Bernard was identified as Kate Morgan, originally from Iowa and the wife of Tom Morgan. Reportedly, Tom Morgan was a gambler who may have made his living gambling on the railroad. After the inquest into Kate's suicide, a gentleman came forward to say that he had seen Kate arguing with a man, thought to have been Tom, on a train en route to San Diego. The witness said that Tom disembarked before reaching San Diego, and Kate continued on to the Hotel Del Coronado by herself, where it is assumed she waited for Tom to join her. When he never showed up, Kate took her own life. Since that time, paranormal activity has been reported in the room Kate stayed in during her 1892 visit, room 3327. There are many other types of paranormal manifestations in other areas of the hotel as well. Kate Morgan is the most enduring ghost of the Grand Hotel and continues her hold on the place more than 125 years after her tragic death.